Hey 1428 family, welcome. It's your boy Dondre Brown, here to bring you more videos to help you invest in your family, your finances, and your future. So what I wanted to do today is focus on investing. I wanted to go take a deeper dive in how you can invest, and then also talk a little bit about the investor mindset, because that is important. So before I start talking about ways that you can invest, let's think about the investor mindset. So when we think about the investor mindset, there are a couple things that are essential, such as patience, right? Investors have to develop some level of patience. Of course, depending on the market that you're in, you may have to, make a call or make a decision quickly. But overall, depending on what type of investor you are, patience is going to be huge for you. So for example, you can be a short-term day trader or a long-term investor, right? Long-term investors, they buy and hold. So no matter what the market is doing, they're holding on because they're looking at what the profit can be long-term. Day traders are typically in and out, which means that even though within the day, they still have to be patient. So let's say, for example, you open the market around 10 a.m., you see your profits rise. Do you take the money then, or do you wait a little longer? A lot of that's attached to research, but again, patience is key. Another one is you have to be willing to do some research, right? You have to be willing not to just say, I'm going to take risks, because we already know investing is very risky. You have to say, how can I take calculated risk? How can I use information? I'll show you where you can get some of that information, but how can I use information so that I can make the best informed decision? Nobody wants to put $5,000 in the market or in the stock market and then it goes. Nobody wants to do the same thing with Forex or any other investments that you have. So at some point you have to take on the responsibility of learning a little bit. The other piece for the investor mindset is fear. Get rid of the fear factor. We already know you have to spend money to make money. That's not only in investing, that's in life. So you know you have to spend money to make money. So if you are nervous, you are scared and fearful, I understand it. I started investing about a year ago, but I really dragged my feet for a few months. Not even joking. I'll show you in my portfolio where I was kind of like, yeah, I'll invest. But in these last few months, I've really gotten more into investing and I receive profits. There are days that look a lot better than others, but the point is I had to get over that fear. I don't want to lose all my money. I can't dedicate time to it. There are very small things you can do within a day that can help you invest. So before I continue to blab on about that, let's jump on in. So as I always show you in all of my videos how my phone is set up, I like to keep my apps organized. There are so many things going on in our world, so organization is key. It can really help you understand what you need to look at within a day. So in a day, if I know I need to focus on my side hustles, I go to my side hustle app, I'll click there, see what's going on. If there are any things that I need to do. Same thing for my social media. If I want to check my social media, I'll do the same thing. But today we're really focused on investing. There are many different ways you can invest, whether it's mutual funds, there's Roth IRA or IRA accounts, there are short-term investments, even something like life insurance is perceived as a form of investment because it can pay you back later, right? So when we think about investment, we're thinking about how can you make money in the future, or what is the benefit for you? When we're looking at some of those things, Robinhood comes to mind, right? Robinhood is an app that I got into, again, almost a year ago, but I wasn't serious about it. It's a way to invest. There are many different ways that we can invest. You can pay people, brokers, to invest for you, or you can go into Robinhood, download the app, and learn investing yourself. For myself, I prefer to learn because it's something that I want to be able to teach my kids and start that generational education behind investing. We all know investing is important. A lot of you are sitting around your family today and you're starting to invest and you see the importance in it, or you're not investing, but you know that it's important. Get your family involved. It's up to you. You have to take responsibility in knowing that sometimes you're going to have to say to your family or play this video, but this is how you should invest, or a recommendation how you should invest. So you click on you download Robinhood and click on it, right? It's going to come up with a welcome to Robinhood and they want you to sign in. A lot of people get nervous at this point because they want your social security number and all that other stuff and bank information. And people are like, oh, I don't want to give them my personal information. Listen, we're in the world of technology, right? In order for you to make money, sometimes you're going to have to use your information or utilize your information, but stay protected. Don't just willy-nilly give information, right? Make sure that you're protected in many different ways and many different cases. So you sign up. They want you to pick a country. Then they want you to put in your email address. So here's my email address. Then you hit continue, create a password. And once you give them your phone number, they'll ask for your date of birth. So on here, you put in a date. Right? And then they'll ask for your address. You give them your address. The long and the short is what's going to happen is it's going to allow you to create an account. So you have to decide at that point, how much are you willing to invest into Robinhood, right? There are many different amounts and ways that you can invest into Robinhood. Okay, so let's jump into my personal account. I just finished my own login and this is my account. Again, I started investing about a year ago once I told myself that I wanted different ways to invest. I already invest on other platforms, but I wanted to start to engage more with Robinhood. So what I first did was I sent out information to get free stock. So make sure you go down at the bottom of these comments or at the bottom of this video and click on the link because we both can get a free share. So I started to do that a lot, right? And I was getting all this free share, but I wasn't doing anything with it. If you look at my portfolio, I got 3 shares of this. As you can see, the average cost is 0. So it says I got it for free. I wasn't doing much with it, right? But if we go down and look at the total return, I received $20.64, right? Just off free stock. So again, make sure that you go down at the bottom of my video, click on the description and click on the link. We both get a free share that way. Why not help each other out, right? So I started investing into Robinhood and then I started to do my own research a few months ago. I told myself I really wanted my money to make money, so how can I do it? We already know that there are many ways to profit, right? You profit off your own, you can profit off of purchases, you can profit off of politics, right? You can profit off of the pandemic. And when I say off of the pandemic, just paying attention to what are some of the things that the pandemic is impacting. So for example, Uber, right? You already know because of the pandemic, Uber has increased or ride shares have increased. You want to go invest in those, right? Because the economy needs those to keep the economy going, right? People need food delivered to them. So those are one ways. You already know that they're trying to find a vaccine, right? So what are some of the vaccine companies that you can start to research? But again, looking at my portfolio, yesterday, I made $167. After hours, made $77. Within a week, I've made $687. Within a month, I've made $1,200, right? And then 3 months, $1,200, and then a year, about the same amount. So I really started to invest intentionally a few months ago, really trying to decide if I'm a long-term investor or if I'm a combination, right? I like to say that I'm a combination. Again, long-term investors buy and hold. So there are some stocks that you'll see that I'm buying and holding, and then there are some that you see that I'm just getting in, getting the money and keeping it pushing, right? It all depends. Then one of the things about the stock market is how much do you want to buy a share for, right? I'm going to provide videos in which we talk about entry and how much you could pay, penny stocks, all those details. But again, those are some of the things you have to think about. I tell people take advantage of free. If you can get a free share, at least get the free share and then see how that goes. But if you look at my portfolio as I start to scroll, you'll see right now a lot of it's in the red because this is during the Thanksgiving, so the market is closed during the holidays. But let's go to index, right? Ticker symbol IDEX. So the ticker symbols are the abbreviations of the company. So you see that this share is $2.72 a share. The cost is $2.72 a share. Typically, a lot of people say that penny stocks are $7 or less, right? So this will be considered a penny stock. So what I did was I bought 40 shares of them, right? Looking at its trajectory over a week, right? The market has gone up and down, but more importantly than that, because for me, it's going to be somewhat long-term for me, seeing what it's connected to. What type of company is it, right? You want to be able to research the companies, look at its history, look at its statistics, and look at the recent news. We already know that news impacts everything, right? They could say something's crashing, you want to go pull your money. They say something's going great, you want to put your money in it. That's essentially how it goes, right? So you can look at These shares continue to rise after investments of electronic tractor makers, right? This share in particular is connected to electronic vehicles. It's also known as EV. EV stocks are in right now. I'm going to do a video that talks about EV stocks because, again, I'm learning this on the journey up to at least $50,000, right? I want to be able to profit at least $50,000 by the middle of the year. Going into next year and starting by June, right? I want to be able to profit that much. Right now I have 4,000, so we'll see how things go. So this is a great time to get on these videos so that you can learn too. I tell people all the time, start small and think big. This is all the money that I have budgeted to invest into the market. This money is not falling from the sky. This is money that I'm actually budgeting to put into the market. So you have to consider that too. So the other thing that I wanted to show you about investing in the stock market is the way that you research. It comes many different ways, right? You can follow people on YouTube, right? You can follow myself. There are other people that you can follow on YouTube and get the information. Many of them are not saying you have to do this, but making recommendations based on a lot of shares. So that's one of the things I did. I started following people on YouTube, hearing what they were saying. Some people are more transparent than others. I'm going to be very transparent with you because, again, I'm learning this as well. But then you can also go to websites, right? So this is called Tip Ranks, right? You can type in one of your stocks and it can give you information, right? Again, when you receive information, you have to make the decision. It is not up to them or anyone else to make a decision on if you should buy it. They're just presenting information. So for a particular share that I currently have, they have a projection of it in the next 12 months to go up by $166. Right now it's at 108, so to go up by about 60 something dollars, right? You want to be able to say, do I want to buy that? Is that a good buy for me? Or do I go somewhere else? Again, you want to go back and search for different stocks and shares. Let's see if we can look up IDEX. There we go. That was the ticker symbol. It's not found in here. But again, but it does say that it's $2.71 and it's currently down. But you can go in here and search other different stocks and shares. You can comb the internet. What I am telling you today is get over the fear of stocks, right? Growing up, people said you can always lose your money in the stock market. The stock market isn't worth it. They had all these things to say about the stock market. Then I had to learn it for myself, right? I'm still on a journey to learn it. I started about a year ago. But again, my goal is to help you learn these things as well. One thing I learned was you can't enter the stock market and stay in fear. You're going to see that it's not as difficult as it seems. There are many things that you can do in the stock market and many ways to make a profit. You just have to learn those ways. So hopefully the information I provided was good. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button, and go follow me on Instagram as well as Twitter. I'm going to be breaking down some of the shares and some of the stocks that I am also investing in and just trying to give you some of the information of the things I do. But again, make sure that you share this information with people. You're probably sitting at the dinner table today talking to family members about things that you've been learning, right? Why not talk to them about ways that you can invest in the stock market? Why not talk to them about, hey, how about we all go click the link at the bottom of my video, get a share, a free share together, and then how about we start investing together? I literally took my account from getting shares for free to about $4,800, right? And that was me not really treating the stock market with intentionality, not always doing my research. But in the last couple months, I said I have to take this to another level and I have to make sure that I'm investing in things that's gonna help me build wealth because we have the investor mindset here in the 1428 family because we're here to invest in family, finances, and your future. So again, I want you to take this into consideration. Hopefully you like this video, go share with people. All right, peace.